One thing I see parents of teens and young adults struggling with today are power struggles. There seems to be a lot of pushback from young people in the form of yelling at their parents, slamming doors, being completely and totally disrespectful, that parents are now, in response to that, cowering back and or not putting any rules or boundaries in place because they don't want the confrontation and they almost don't know how to react or respond to it. But the reality is, when we allow anybody, our kids or anybody else, treat us like crap, it's not okay. And the reason I get curious about it is because, is this a response a kiddo is giving back to the parent because that's how they feel they've been treated in the past? Or is there something else going on and the parent is the safe place for them to push back with their anger? Either way, an ongoing back and forth power struggle and disrespect between a parent and a kid is not a good thing. So if your kid is pushing back at you, how should you respond? First, I want you to get curious. What's really going on? I know you want to jump to anger and jump to, oh, they've disrespected me, but I want you to, for a second, take a step back and figure out if there's something else going on with your kid, which is not an excuse for the behavior. It's just that I want you not to get angry if there's something else to be concerned about. It's possible that you've lost connection with your son or daughter, right? It's possible that they're no longer invested in the relationship for one reason or another. Maybe you've spent so much time harping on them about their grades or about a college application or some other aspect of their lives that they feel like that's all they get from you and they have no other connection. Is that possible? If that's the case, you've got to find a way to reestablish the connection and the relationship with them, because you cannot continue on this path. Am I right? You've got to find ways to connect with them that don't involve their behavior or your expectations not being met, lack of what they're doing, what their room looks like. Find a way to reconnect with them that isn't involving something you expect or something you want from them. Next, invite them into the solution to the problem. During the teen and young adult years, we need to be parenting with our kids, not over them. Over them gives us power struggles. Coming up alongside of them, involving them in solutions, asking them, inviting them to help you figure out what the problem is in your home and in the relationship is what I want you to be able to do. Not only will that give them some ownership and invite them to use their problem-solving skills or develop or hone them, but it also gives them an opportunity to advocate for themselves. Something that teenagers really need to do is develop and want to do is develop their autonomy and their individuality. I'm by all means not saying this is an easy thing, but this is what you have to start looking at in terms of if you have this combative relationship with your teen or young adult.